it just be like two little small little things and like a membrane that vibrates? Why does it have to be so phallic?
No idea, man. Before we get to the comments, I'm going to show Syntell a video that I prepared for him that's going to play for you guys, and you're going to see his reaction at the same time. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Here we go. This is just for you. I've worked really hard on this.
Sporting games are getting better and better and better. They're getting more hyper-realistic. Look at the hate. Like the days when, like in the old NES days, when you had a 10-yard fight and Tecmo Bowl, where it's just a bunch of polygons moving a polygon ball, and you have to do is get to the other side. Now, I mean, it's this realistic thing now. Yes. No, EA is definitely not for the. I mean, that ball was clearly fouled.
You can't even go home.
Where did you find all this mess? Okay, that does happen. There was a sale on beer. That man was in the Matrix, and Jesus Christ. Wow. Hey, that's a great game. The 2K series is dope.
Look at the ball. It just flies back, like in real basketball. You never seen a brother suspended on the court?
Hey, man, that's like the Matrix effect, man. And the air blocked it.
Watch this.
You need the truth, man. The truth will set you free.
Hold on, we're not done. Watch.
There it goes, right off the wall. And now, what is the defender doing? Oh! Hits him right in the back. Right in the back of the head. So, alright. That kind of sucked. Let's watch him try to pick up the ball. Come on, there's the ball. Come on. Pick it up. You just kicked it. You can... What are you doing? Can you just pick it up already? Wait, what?
Oh, wow.
A barrel roll?
Because every now and then you got to do a barrel roll, man.
The center fielder's going to come help. Oh, there he goes. But what does he do? He goes and does his own barrel roll. What the fuck is this game? Who the fuck made it? This is the worst piece of shit I've ever played in my life.
Sports games are realistic, huh?
Okay, with the exception of that.
With the exception of all that.
Programmers mess up from time to time.
Dude, I have never played a Mario game. And so
that's bullshit.
I've never played a Mario game, and then he's like fucking flies through 8 levels.
Well, there is that level where Mario's like moonwalking through the entire level. There's that video. And then there's like ones of like the Grand Theft Auto ones that are pretty bad.
But okay, that's forgivable though. We're talking about sports games, and sports games, it's the same exact game they've been making over and over and over and over again.
They make new iterations of it.
I included that old video game just to show you how little they give a shit about you guys. The dude was running and he made it to second base, and it said out when the ball was behind him.
That's like 1 out of every million plays you'll see something like that. Hey, there's glitches in the Matrix everywhere.
Everywhere in sports games.
I'm going to make me a video, and I'm going to show you. Making me an infamous video.
Here we go. Let's get to the comments.
I love our fans. They're absolutely hilarious.
This is from James Stegans, I believe. I absolutely love the Raid films, but I understand your point. Yes, obviously the fights could end a lot faster and save the ultimate bad guy for last.
They did save the ultimate bad guy for last, even though he wasn't the ultimate bad guy.
He wasn't just saying save the ultimate bad guy for last. He's saying make the other fights more succinct and to the point, and make only the last fight last a while.
It did last a while. That was your complaint. You said it lasted too long.
I'm saying every fight lasted too long. That's what I... Okay, anyway, let's move on. I can't even speak. Slade the Deathstroke.
That sounds like a porn name.
He says, cryogenics and life extensions seem cool, but I 100% agree on what Syntell said.
That's my dude, porn star, man.
So Jin Choi. I see what Syntell did there, referencing Marvin Gaye. I don't know what the hell. He's just calling me old, basically.
No, I do remember that. Okay, yeah, man. Because I was saying like it sounds like my old man shaking his stick playing old records of Marvin Gaye.
And I agree with your old man playing Marvin Gaye because the new shit sucks.
Dude, Marvin Gaye is the man.
New music, exactly. Just like Jackie Chan is the man. And fuck those raid movies, except for the one fight.
But you gotta move forward, man. You can't just listen to Marvin Gaye all day, 24 hours a day.
This guy's name I can't barely pronounce. Gino Duchette.
Gino Doucet.
Ducet, yeah.
Doucet.
I honestly love this show. So glad this is a new addition for the channel.
Hey, man, and we love you too, man.
Arctic Taco, what a great name. I'm not pissed at all, but I utterly disagree with you. I don't need no sexy-ass Supergirl, like Anthony said. She looks wholesome, and I think that's perfect for the character.
I'm sorry.
And then I'm
Your boring Supergirl put me to sleep.
In addition to that, I'm saying just like we don't want our sexy characters getting hijacked to be non-sexy, we shouldn't have our non-sexy characters getting hijacked to be sexy.
That's bullshit.
Why?
Because we're living in a world of fantasy, all right? We're not talking about the real
the thing
world.
Is Supergirl,
it's not like we're trying to sexify a female computer programmer that works for IBM.
You said you wanted to see her cum face, and I quote, I would like to see her cum face.
If we're living in a world of fantasy.
Okay. No, but Supergirl has always been the wholesome chick. That's what I'm trying to say.
Nobody wants to see that shit. It's kind of semi-wholesome. You can still have like a sexy semi-wholesomeness.
Actually.
She looks like she works as a librarian part-time. She looks like she's a veterinarian's assistant.
All right. I agree to disagree on that one, but I'm just saying, like, Wonder Woman has always looked sexy. Yeah, and if they change her outfit so as to look conservative, that's going to be a problem for me. Whereas Supergirl has always looked wholesome. I don't have an issue with her outfit. Firefly falafel. In the words of George Carlin, the planet is fine. The people are fucked. And this guy's saying, I've been to China and I physically felt lung cancer in the air the moment I stepped off the plane. I'm not sure what that has to do with it. James Stegans, again, I've spent the past hour and a half listening to these videos on my TV. It's like talk radio, and I love it. Keep these coming, guys. Can't wait for more videos.
Oh, good. Good.
Firefly Falafel. I have 847 games on Steam. I don't think I'd be able to do that with physical. He's talking about me bringing in me mentioning like having physical games over downloadable games.
You got 847?
That's not even the point. He's like, I don't think I'd be able to do that with the physical. And I said, yes, you would. And if you did, more women would want to bang you all the time right now and every day. Try it and you'll be pleased with the results.
Hey, baby, you want to see my sexy
You want to see my collection?
Hey, damn. Even if you have like over... Okay, I can understand like how jacked up it would be if you had like a whole like shelves and shelves of game. That's could look kind of weird and kind of like... It boosts your nerd status up to a whole different
And
echelon.
if you're dating a nerd girl, it will get you banged fast. She'll be like, oh my God. Wow, you know me so well. Like 20 of your 800 games connect with me on an intimate level.
Yeah, but if that server crashes, he's fucked.
Okay, so, real quick, going back to something, I mentioned using the near-field communicators in cards to play games. Uh-huh. And you're like, why would you get that if you could just download the game?
Right.
And I realized only later, NFC game cards could be great because you could use them to resell the game. Like if you needed that as a means of purchasing, if you needed that in order to play your game, you could resell the game. You can't resell downloaded games. No,
then why don't you just keep like the regular old school medium and just have the regular disc?
I don't know. I'm trying to find a happy medium because if you just made cards instead of discs, the expense in the factories would be significantly less. There's a disparaging difference between just making a box and burning discs and packaging those discs.
But those near field cards got to come in a box, right?
But they don't have to be shrink wrapped.
And they're shaped in like the image of small little characters and stuff, right?
No.
That seems like it uses more plastic to me than it does just the disc.
Just a little card, just a little placard that says you own this game, and if you give this card away, that person now owns this game.
Okay. All right, fine. I'll buy it. I'm in.
All right. So
my near field card.
Brian Reyes, you come out in a Samsung commercial, don't you? Oh.
I know I'm hanging out with some celebrity over here.
Face.
That's a great commercial, man. I really do like it.
N7 Normandy 117 Dawn of Justice. At Trey Murphy. LOL, exactly. Stop taking inspiration from the old Christopher Reeve Superman films and take inspiration from modern Supergirl comics. She doesn't smile in those. She is angry and afraid. Afraid? Of Brainiac. She doesn't have Superman's restraint. She is tough, badass, not a hero who saves cats from trees. They should have given her armor. That would have been more realistic. To that I say, he says, because he's like, they should have given her armor. That would have been more realistic. Realistic. You know what would have been realistic?
Well,
not
so
having
that-
superpowers. That's realistic.
No, but come on, like for real. Like I could see her like armor clad, looking like a badass with the sexy eyes, and she gives you like the heat vision.
Yeah, all right, fine. There's nothing realistic about superheroes. Slade the Deathstroke. I saw an image of your saying, and it does look great. What? Though I actually like this look of Supergirl. Classic in a way. Not no into Supergirl, but the series out. Also, I would like to mention, we got a lot of news about Supergirl and not much about TNT Titans. I just want to know who's playing Dick Grayson in the team. Do you know anything about this? I know nothing about that. I figured you might.
Teen Titans? There's a Teen Titans movie coming out?
Dick Grayson and, TNT
Robin.
Titans. TNT's Titans. TNT,
You know
the
what?
channel.
I'm gonna have to check that out. You know, I can't answer that right now, but we'll put a little bookmark on it. So when we do the next response, and I'll let you know exactly.
We'll put
how
a
I feel
pin in
about
that.
it. But you know what though?
We'll put a pin in that.
But for Teen Titans, I'm a huge Teen Titans fan. Have you ever seen like the cartoon, like Teen Titans Go?
Breaking Bad reference you totally fucking missed. We'll put a pin in that.
I did. It just went all the way over because I was so excited about my Teen Titans Go.
You go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, man, it's a good show, but this season sucks.
Oh.
You don't watch Teen Titans Go? It's really great.
Nope.
Jesus.
Sorry.
You haven't seen the thing where he's singing about his pain? My pain. Oh.
I'm so interested in this.
Shit. Never mind. You just killed it.
Fine. Xavier Taylor. Besides the element of ethnicity, the MCU is transferring to a new roster of the Avengers post Age of Ultron. By the time Infinity Wars ends, I'm sure they'll have a new group with Black Panther, Ant-Man, Inhumans, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, with characters like Miles, if Marvel wants him to be the new Spider-Man. Oh, sorry. This is a confusing syntax. If Marvel wants him to be with characters, with characters like Miles, if Marvel wants him to be the new Spider-Man, they have to work to change the perception that Miles is Peter's replacement and make him just Spider-Man. Do you agree?
No, you don't have to work. You can just throw him in, make it happen. It's the whole ushering him in doesn't necessarily have to happen. You could just start the series off of just.
Why do I sense a resistance to Miles Morales from black people? I don't understand that.
No, it's not a resistance. I'm all about Miles. What do you mean? I love Miles. I just don't.
Not you. I'm not saying all black people.
No, because I represent the entire race, of course.
Exactly.
No, look.
You're making assumptions, sir.
My problem with Miles is just I'm a huge Donald Glover fan. I'm a huge Donald Glover fan. Huge.
Yeah.
I even like his music. I like Childish Gambino. I just think he's too old to play Miles. That's my only reservation with Miles.
Oh, no, I got it all wrong. It's not Miles Morales that people have a problem with. It's what I've seen African Americans protesting on the YouTubes
Right.
is ethnicity change, just in general. Like making Superman black or making Spider-Man, making Wolverine black. They have a problem with that.
Well, yeah, because it's
Like
not
your
the
friend,
problem. You just don't want it given to you. You want a good character based on the truth of the canon. That's why if there was a black Green Lantern, which there is a black Green Lantern, or bring back Blade, or bring back Black Panther. There's characters that are already established that are already African American. You don't have to force. You don't have to make the Hulk black. Just for the sake of making the Hulk black.
That would make way more sense of everything if the Hulk was black. Jesus. Anyway, James,
That's all black folks. I think to those particular African Americans is just give us something that don't just give us a bone. That's terrible.
That's what the Black Princess is from the Disney movie. What's that movie called? The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah,
that's all that was. That's literally all that was.
I've never seen that.
I tried watching it, and I fell asleep, and within 2 minutes, I'm like, I'm out, and I'm done.
See, no bones. Somebody that's already established, work it.
I don't understand why they couldn't do, they did Mulan in China. I don't understand why they couldn't go to Africa and have a cool African princess.
Well, they kind of had with The Lion King, kind of, sort of.
Most of those actors were white, weren't they?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Mufasa. Oh my God! I thought you made me think of something. I have to pause for a second. I gotta find this.
Flag on the play.
So I was thinking about what this whole discussion about other ethnicities taking over formerly Caucasian characters, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, well, let's look at how it's been done the other way a little bit.
Okay.
Let's just look at Mulan and look at who played the Asian characters in Mulan.
Okay.
So we had Ming-Na Wen, who was Chun-Li in Street Fighter, by the way.
Oh.
She played Mulan. That's cool. Lea Salonga, who's voiced every fucking character in the female character for singing, was Mulan's singing voice.
Okay.
And then there's this like white-looking lady, June Foray, playing Grandmother Fa. There's Donny Osmond sang for Shang. You know, Harvey Fierstein played Yao. Eddie Murphy, that's fine. I like Eddie Murphy. Marnie Nixon, that sounds Asian, played Grandmother Fa's singing voice. Let's see what we got here. Miguel Ferrer from RoboCop played Sean Yu. Frank Welker played Khan.
Okay, I've got to ask though.
Miriam Margolyes played the matchmaker.
Is it just as important if it's just voice acting?
Yeah, fuck yes. Yes, it is important. They are employing Asian stereotypical voices. They're white actors employing Asian accents. You can't tell me that's not racist. That's just looking at the voices. How would you feel if the princess from The Princess and the Frog was played by a white woman? Wouldn't that fucking burn?
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just, I'm making a case for hijacking Caucasian heroes with black people or Asians or whatever. It's fine. It's totally fucking fine. Even if it's just a bone. At least I had one. God damn it. I'm sorry.
Hey, how long did it take before like the world knew that James Earl Jones was the voice of Vader? Like, did they like in the original credits when it rolled? Was he in the credits?
I don't know, but he's always been an acceptable black guy, just like Sidney Poitier. Like he's just been one of those acceptable black guys for whatever reason. The
first Star Wars came out in what, 79?
Yeah,
1979.
Yeah,
there was still a little bit of like racial tension. Well, there's always
there
racial
was,
tension.
but he.
But as far as like.
He's one of those
as
guys.
far as like modern media is concerned, I mean, and I don't really remember that being an issue until well after the fact. And somebody was like, "Oh yeah, James Earl Jones was the voice of Darth Vader," and I might have been like 8 or 9 years old and been like, "Oh wow, okay." Not that it mattered. It does matter.
What does that have to do with Chinese people being
I'm
played
just
by
saying.
white people?
I think because Anakin doesn't look black to me. Last I checked. I don't know. Maybe when his hair get wet, it just knots up on him a little bit, and maybe he was in the Tatooine sun a little long. Yeah. No. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you totally like fucking killed me there. I had a thought and it's gone. Shit.
I am your father.
Hold on a second. Oh man, it's like when you try to think of it, and it just gets further and further away. Just like when Sandra Bullock couldn't get George Clooney back in Gravity. She's reaching. Oh, I remember now. Got it.
What's up?
Genghis Khan was played by John Wayne.
No, that's a travesty.
Charlton Heston played a Mexican.
Are we talking about voice acting or are we talking about real acting?
We're talking about actors.
Actors in general?
Characters that are of the ethnic variety being played by white people. Al Pacino playing Scarface. Great movie, great acting, great blah, 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 blah. I like Scarface. But he's white and he's playing a Cuban.
Right.
Trivia question for y'all. What came out recently that won Best Picture last few years? It came out in the last 3-4 years.
Okay.
Won Best Picture. The main character was Hispanic but played by a white guy.
No.
Jeopardy music play now. Ben Affleck played a Mexican CIA agent in Argo. If you watch the credits to Argo,
Mexican?
the dude's Mexican, right? He's Mexican, right, Faye? Look him up. The guy's got like a Spanish last name or something. But if you look at the credits, that dude, like you look at the side-by-side photos of all of the actors and the real people, and they're like, wow, that really looks like him. That really looks like him. And they deliberately don't show you a side-by-side image of Ben Affleck and the real CIA agent. And then they show him shaking hands with the president. It's like, hey, what's up? I'd like to get a taco.
Oh, shit. Hey, the new biblical one that just came out, the Moses story.
Oh, exactly. Dude, see, exactly.
Yeah, it's terrible. And even when
the only black
fantasy,
people in there were slaves. Like, how are people not all for hijacking?
I have no idea.
You know,
Sigourney Weaver. It's kind of. I don't know how she can look Egyptian, but what do I know? And also the Airbender saga. Even when we were talking about all of the cartoon characters were
Tony Mendez. That's the name of the character that Ben Affleck played. James Steegans. Should Josh Brolin reprise his role as Thanos from Guardians, or go with a different actor or until Infinity War comes out, keep him CG and have a voice actor? Also, opinions on the Fantastic Four reboot.
I'm excited about the Fantastic Four reboot because I didn't like the other Fantastic Fours. I thought they were too bubblegummy.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I read some of the Ultimate Universe of the Fantastic Four, and I thought it was pretty dope. Everybody's a lot younger, and I think they're going that way as well with this one. I like the voice of Josh Brolin, so I don't have a problem with it.
Firefly Falafel, again, the reason Marvel doesn't put out merch for Miles and female Thors because they know they aren't going to last and they don't want them cutting into the profits of the real Thor and Peter Parker. Also, Marvel and DC already have a ton of minorities who have potential to become their own superheroes. I mean, DC had an Asian Cassandra Cain be Batgirl while Barbara was in a wheelchair, for God's sake. I want them to push those characters such as Cyborg to the front instead of creating temporary appeasement gender racial changes.
If you want to market something and make it relevant, they have the power to. They have a marketing team that's got millions and millions and millions of dollars behind them to push whatever they want to the forefront. It's a choice, and they choose not to. So, yeah, I'm not buying that, man.
Ben Jot Sumal, you want to know something funny? There's actually a Japanese version of Batman, and his name is Jiro Osamu, or Mr. Unknown.
There's an Asian Batman?
There's an Asian Batman, which is totally fucking awesome because Batman hates Asians.
Maybe the person that created him knew that and was like, fuck you, Batman, I'm going to make you Asian.
Chris Moore, Black Panther is not African-American.
I know, he's
yes.
African, yes.
American, no. We need more color in superhero movies. What about a Luke Cage and Iron Fist movie? Syntell can play Cage and Jabykoay will be Iron Fist. Think about it.
Yes. Oh, that would be dope, though. I mean, and then you can keep it on a street level.
I want to play Goku. N7 Normandy
You wouldn't
117.
look good with gold hair, man. You wouldn't look good with gold hair.
You best believe I would. I got a video coming out for you guys. I haven't edited it yet. I've got a Dragon Ball type video that I haven't edited yet.
Nah, this is what I think you should do. You should shave all of it off and go as Krillin.
Who's that?
Krillin?
From what?
Goku's little buddy.
Oh, yeah.
monk.
Sorry, man. There's too many fucking names and all of the nerd culture to remember. Like I was trying to speak on Game of Thrones, and I was trying to mention people, and I'm like, yeah, the dude with the
sword,
the fucked up face.
Yeah.
That one. He's tall.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the other one who was
it.
Poisoned or something.
That's right. You got the armor.
I'm describing every character in Game of Thrones. Okay, N7 Normandy 117 Justice Dawn of Justice
great
League.
game.
Something some people do not realize too is that Superman always kills Zod in the comics too. He poisoned him once. So all those complaining about Man of Steel, do your research.
He fought a bunch of rocks. Oh no, not Man of Steel. Man of Steel, he was the man.
And he's saying in the comics he always killed Zod.
Did we have a problem with Zod being?
No. He's saying that this rule that Superman has supposedly of not killing is bullshit because he always kills.
Well, yeah, I don't think that rule holds as firm as the one with Batman. Batman, it's just I'm not killing you people.
Sure, except for Asians and cars. So
hater.
Tiara N.
Hey, Tiara.
What the hell, Anthony? Majora's Mask is my most favorite game ever. All right, look. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry that it's your most favorite game ever because it's not mine. Let's move on.
And there we go.
I couldn't think of anything to say. I'm sorry. I apologize. I respect that it's your favorite game and I respect your face. DJ Reynolds, I couldn't stop myself from laughing at the irony and pointing out that there is the 1% pushing out products for us to do the same things on as I watch your podcast. I really enjoy your show.
There is the 1% pushing out products for us.
We're talking about the top 1% rich.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you're looking to stay young and look young forever where no one dies from natural resources, I don't know how you die from natural resources.
I think he means
I understand. What about overpopulation and using our resources? I do have to agree, though, in my later years, there are things I have interest in now that I didn't when I was younger, so I can see extending life but not living forever. As to the political issue, we need to set terms for offices other than presidency. That way things can stay relevant and current. There's a solution to the living forever business. Like, as long as we keep having, politicians change out instead of letting them stay forever in office. Cryogenics, baby.
What's the quote? What's that quote? Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's exactly what's going to happen when you have a bunch of people that
God, have some fucking faith in
It's not going to happen, man. People need to die. Get over it.
To your thing, DJ Reynolds, about overpopulation, if we were able to live longer, we wouldn't have as many babies. The whole reason we are programmed to make so many babies is for our survival. But we can just nip that in the bud a little bit if we can live longer.
Yeah, you think everybody's going to hold on to that mantra? People going to be fucking like it's nobody's business, and they're going to have people walking around with 20, 30 kids.
Cameron Raymond. That Kobe game idea was perfect. Lol. My Kobe game idea where he Grand Theft Auto NBA.
Yeah.
All right, this is a huge one. I'm going to try to read this super fast. Joe Sire, I 100% agree with Syntell. I want my Supergirl to be sexy. At least show some leg, goddammit. I also agree with you on sports games. Anthony has got to realize that sports games are more than just running up and down the court, doing the same thing over and over. Wrong!
School him!
Wrong, Joe Sire. Each character plays different, moves different, shoots different, and has their own unique abilities.
Yes!
Plus, there's an upgrading system so you can customize your character to your own personal style. There's a whole plethora of things that you can do in sports games. I mean, if you think about it, Halo and other games are just the same thing over and over too.
Yes!
By the way, fuck the planet. Haha, I laughed my ass off when I heard that. But it's also true. Anyways, awesome episode, guys. I'm not even gonna entertain that response. Oh, here we go. N7 Normandy 117. There's nothing positive about being fat. You die sooner, so open your eyes and get slim. Fat shame as much as you like it because it should be motivating for fat people.
Yes, let the shaming begin.
Every
episode we have to address the fat shaming. Let the shaming begin.
Look, that episode where I was talking about labels was being ironic. It was satirical. Okay, let's get our facts together. Okay, this guy wrote a lot. The Poked Kid 01. So I'm gonna just pick one of his things.
Kid.
I'm just gonna pick one of his things to read. On bidets, I've used a bidet. That is a different experience. I feel like America is not ready to feel like they are probed by a cold or overly warm wet liquid right into your butthole. Baby wipes are fine if you need it, but the whole wipes and toilet paper thing is totally a Cottonelle marketing ploy. That would be having us buy butt Q-tips if they could. They would be having us buy butt Q-tips if they could.
That's disgusting.
I don't think it's a marketing ploy. I think it's hygienic to use baby wipes. By the way, have you done the baby wipe challenge?
I have done the baby wipe challenge, and I did feel a lot fresher. My booty felt minty fresh. I felt a cool breeze run through, and I shuddered. so we're good. I don't know if I'm going to use it as an everyday kind of thing. You know, if I have like a taco binge the night before, you know, then the next morning, yeah, we'll have the wipes on standby.
Let's not get too graphic.
Just saying, man.
Chris Moore, another good episode. One piece of unsolicited advice: add annotations, links for each good thing and bad thing, so viewers can jump to the topics that interest them. Just an idea.
That's right, Chris. Crack the whip. Anthony, get on that shit, man.
Okay, so he's saying like jump past, you know, our debate for something we deem worthy of you guys watching. I'm sorry. Joe Sire, again, I would say if I could choose when I die, I want to live forever. But if I couldn't choose, I wouldn't want to live forever.
No.
Explain that to me. I don't understand.
So if he could choose when to die,
he'd want to live forever. If I couldn't choose, I would definitely want to live forever.
Ooh. All right, that was a little confusing.
Exactly.
I would say if I could choose.
Syntell is right. Life is like a video game. Most people just stay in the same dungeon and replay it over and over.
Yep.
Haha, I agree with Syntell on the Raid 2. How the fuck do you not like that movie? That shit is like legit badass. Well, all I can say is you better get used to the fights because the same guys are choreographing the fights for Star Wars The Force Awakens. Anyways, great episode, guys. I'm really enjoying the series. And to that I say, Star Wars fights employ the same rhythm as the Raid fights already. If you watch Star Wars Episode 3, bop, 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 bop. That's the rhythm. Same exact rhythm as the Raid fights. And it lasts like 20 fucking minutes. Go watch the last fight. Watch the last fight of Star Wars Episode 3. The last fight between Obi-Wan and Luke. Oh my God. Anakin. It's the same exact rhythm. It's just as boring. It just doesn't have head bashing.
You know why?
You know
why it's not? It's going to be a difference because the problem with the fight scenes in episodes 1, 2, and 3 is that they were too crisp. They were way too crisp, and real human beings do not fight like that. Even Jackie Chan, even Bruce Lee, there was an element of roughness to it that makes it a lot more human. And I understand that the counterpoint that Jedis are perfect craftsmen and they're doing the perfect positioning of the blades encountering perfectly, but it's very sterile. Whereas if you look at the fight scenes in the Raid, it's very grimy, it's gruesome, it's bloody, it's jagged in nature. I would love to see my Jedi slice somebody's arm off, grab their face and fucking smash it into a Wookiee skull and watch the blood and batter just leak out of their ears. Yes! Make it visceral. Make it something where you almost want to cringe. People are fighting and people are dying. The worst scene in what was it, episode 2, when they had all the Jedi in the arena, and it's like 200 Jedi fighting the little flying buzzing things that's going around. All these fucking Jedi, it's like 200 plus Jedi, and there was nothing that looked dangerous about that fight. It looked like I was walking through Six Flags. Sterile. Nothing's at stake. The moves are too perfect.
It's rated PG,
It's
dude.
boring. Damn, Matt. You can have...
I'm not faulting your opinion at all. I'm saying George Lucas wanted to make it PG. That's why it's like that.
You can still have an element of danger and still have something PG. I always fall back to the Never-Ending Story, which I think is one of the greatest children's stories of all time. It's PG, and there is a constant element of danger in that movie.
It's so depressing, dude.
Well, because the horse, man.
The horse.
I know,
man.
That is, have you like rewatched that scene? It's long, too. Like, they dragged that horse's death out for a long time.
I had to walk out of the room when that happens.
But it's PG.
That's like Schindler's List wrapped up in 5 minutes, man. It's so difficult to watch.
He's like, come on, you can do it. You're just tired, aren't you?
Joe Sire, once more. By the way, I totally took your baby wipe challenge, and my God, let's just say I will from this point on always use baby wipes on my ass.
Yeah, it can question your previous wiping methods.
Over 35 years of previous wiping methods.
Look, I'm a very good wiper. And I'm saying that, maybe the added chemicals and all that just help. I don't know.
Baby wipes are awesome.
They're all right.
Normandy.
They need to figure out, you know what? We should make a lot of money off of this. We should get like a baby wipe warming dispenser so that they're constantly warm and you pick them up and then, you're not sitting there putting an ice cube on the end of your ass.
They have that. According to Faye's like mouthing that. You can say.
They have it for babies? They need to have that for human beings.
What are babies, dude?
Grown human people things. Shit.
My God.
They need a baby wipe warming station, and more people would buy into it.
All right, here we go. Last one. N7 Normandy 117 Dawn of Justice League. No, there was something magical about actually going to get a movie or game, and I feel it in your hands rather than getting things digitally. Blockbuster was such a fun way to look for new or old movies or games. Anything to say about that before I move on?
No. That is true, because when you're looking at just this laundry list of digital games, you can't like pick it up, look at it, look at the pictures.
NFCs, man, near field communicator cards. I'm telling you.
You might as well just get a regular game.
It's the reason why companies like the digital version is because they can charge you the same premium and it doesn't cost them a fucking dime.
You're not saving a tree though.
What?
Near field communicators. It's still going to be wrapped in packaging.
You're saving something, goddammit, because you're not printing discs. It's a card. It's thinner. It's thinner than this fucking this bottle cap right here. It's thinner. It's thinner.
You know what they're going to do? They're going to put it in a box the size of a fucking air conditioning unit to give you this small little thinner thing, and you're still going to kill a tree.
You know what I used to do, man? I used to give gifts like that, where I'd wrap it in this huge
you
box.
Was that asshole, right? Yeah. That's just a jerk move.
But my girlfriend loves big boxes. She wanted to buy Titanfall just because it came in a big box, the special edition. She's like, I like the box.
She's like, damn that tree. Or that oil field, since everything's made out of plastic now. All right, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm for the near field communicator cards, which is not even a thing that's been made up, by the way, if they don't consume more trees.
So you buy one near field communicator disc and it got all of your games on it.
No, okay, you're mixing. Forget it, man. You're not getting it. It's flying over.
I get it. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Too smart for you. I'm like too much genius going on over here.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Okay, so the last thing he said was, I do not like the Supergirl suit at all. In the modern comics, she has armor and she is always getting ready to fight. She is never smiling. Here, she looks old-fashioned and cheesy.
Thank you. She looked like she should be churning butter. Right. Hey there, Superman.
All right.
I got some great cheese
Thank
for
you guys. Thank you guys for commenting so much. And that's it. I got nothing else to say about it.
We out of here.
All right, thanks, you guys.